Okay. Not many decoding channels you're going to find where they're just not following a script, right? I actually have some slides I put together on this channel. I break down these stories, right? And then we just kind of go on the fly and look at stuff as well because I'm very confident that this world is scripted by the language and these letters have numerical values, and this is what they call the Gematrinator calculator, and it converts these words into numbers with these letters, right? And this is a thing. Again, they're calling it gematria. What is gematria?
Gematria.
Right? A Kabbalistic method of interpreting the Hebrew scriptures by computing the numerical value of words based on those of their constituent letters. All right. In numerology, gematria is the practice of assigning a numerical value to a name, word, or phrase by reading it as a number. So, this is already a thing. It seems complicated, but it's really not. Again, I'm just using the English language with the alphabet. That's amazing that letter equals 26 and there's 26 letters in the alphabet, right? And that's the straight up pure reduction cipher. If y'all didn't know, that's pretty awesome, isn't it? Right? I'm just anybody I advise just to come on here and check this out. But it's kind of cool as I'm just kind of like on the fly just seeing. Look at letters got or numbers has 29 like words. Wow, look at that. Look at this on the fly before we get into the breakdown. Look, numbers equals 29 like words. Numbers equals 97, words equals 79. And numbers even has 92, which is 29 reversed. Wow, that's awesome. And there may be some other cool things up in here. But you see, you get my point? That's pretty cool, isn't it? So this is a tool that we use, and then we have the date calculator. We use birthdays. In this case, birthdays. And the date of this game, Celtics Jayson Tatum is the latest of many star athletes who've torn an Achilles tendon. And they're saying on Monday this happened. And didn't he suffer a fall like a couple of weeks ago as well? But here, and there's a game today. So we have game 4 today, Wednesday. Excuse me, game 5 today, Wednesday. And the Celtics are one game away from being eliminated. So they're saying this game happened Monday the 12th, right here. And that was in a loss to the Knicks. You see that right there? So that was the last game. And Tatum, look at how Tatum scored 42 points in that game. I'm glad I looked that up because I wasn't even aware. Again, we go on the fly with this as well. He scored 42 points to lead his team. Jalen Brunson checked him with 39. Look at that right there for the Knicks. Okay, so yeah, I think I've made my point. This is a decoding channel, and man, we should look at it, huh? I think we should look at it. So I'm going to try to pull it up real quick and see if we can get a highlight of this injury. I forgot to do that. Okay, so okay, I see it here. Let me try to set it up. Of course, there's going to be this ad that we got to muscle our way through over here. We'll see if we get the right video to look at. Okay. Helped to the locker room after scary injury. Okay, so I'm guessing that this was it. Again, he had a fall like a couple of weeks ago as well. So let's take a look here. Here he is with the ball. You see him rocking the pink shoes right there. And let me change this playback speed. Let's see how realistic this looks. Uh, uh, uh. So he passes it to Jaylen Brown. Oh, Jaylen loses it. That looked kind of fake. Yeah, I don't know about that. He just kind of fell lunging for the ball, and he's out. I've seen. I don't know about that, Tatum. I don't know about that. Which allows this dude to come down, slam the ball. 3 minutes left, putting the Knicks up by 9 points. I don't know, Tatum. I mean, I'm not some star athlete, but I don't know about that. We get a lot of this stuff happening. And if you're a fan, it makes you think, oh, well, we would have won if he didn't get hurt, right? We've seen this a lot. Kyrie Irving does this a lot. We saw Kevin Durant recently. I think it was before the playoffs. But this happens a lot with these major stars because it kind of gives a reason to why they lose. Okay, and again, I'm not saying injuries don't happen. So with all of that being said, I have proof to back up that I think this is some kind of script that they're following, okay? So let me show you. Well, look, in our article here, they're telling us that 7-time All-NBA guard Damian Lillard of the Bucks tore his left Achilles tendon during a loss to the Pacers. This was just like a couple of weeks ago, April 28th. They mentioned him in the article, and look, now we get Tatum with an Achilles tendon torn, and Lillard left Achilles tendon tore. Look at their names sync up at 110. Damian Lillard 110, Jason Christopher Tatum Sr. 110 in the language, and they sync up with the same injury. There's more. Lillard's injury 78 days before his birthday. Boston Celtics equals 78. New York equals 78. Jason equals 78. And that's how he spells Jason. Look at that. Knicks Celtics. This game 4 injury on Monday. Tatum with the Celtics against the Knicks. And you get the 78 connection, Boston Celtics, New York, Jason, and Lillard synced up with the same injury, and he's injured 78 days before his birthday during a loss to the Pacers? Come on, right? Come on, right? Even Tatum syncs up with Achilles tendon. It's just the language. We just went over this, folks. Achilles tendon, 4 base ciphers. You see all of them utilized here. 60 and 75 Achilles tendon and Tatum. You see it spelt right, copy and paste. Look at that. Look at the little pattern there. Boop, boop, boop. 60 and 75. Tatum syncs up with the injury in the language. Look, we just hit on Lillard's birthday and how it synced up with the Celtics and Knicks with this Tatum injury. Look at Tatum's birthday. A 71-day span from Tatum's birthday to the injury Monday. That's from his birthday, March 3rd, to Monday night's game, May 12th. From start to end date, 71-day span. Celtics equals 71. All throughout me decoding over the last, 4 or 5 years or whatever, nobody's done these breakdowns as I have in the last 4 or 5 years. I don't care what anybody says. Nobody comes with these detailed breakdowns on these trending stories like me, okay? But anytime you do a decode with the Boston Celtics, you're going to get the 17, you're going to get the 71, okay? And you see Celtics 71 day span, Tatum's birthday to the injury. NBA equals 17. And look at John Havlicek was a scoring threat and became the first player to score 1,000 points in 16 consecutive seasons from the Boston Celtics. Boston Celtics. Look at the 17 on his jersey. I'm telling you. And there may be more 17s and 71s, but I don't feel the need to stretch. I like this to come naturally like this. Let me fix that slide there. I like this to come naturally like this. But look at that. Even 1,000 points, 16 seasons, thousands like a 1. 1 plus 16 is 17. You see that? But a great player, and you're not going to see that 17 a lot in the history of the NBA. Like, I can't really think of a lot of players. It's usually like 23, 33, right? So it's not a coincidence you get that 1771 connection with the Celtics here. Even Damian Lillard's full name, 170 like 17. Damian Lamont. Is it Lamont or Lamonte? I don't know, but I know how to spell it. Damian Lamonte Ollie Lillard Sr. in reverse reduction, 170 like 17. Tatum's got the 0 just like Lillard on the jersey. Let's not bypass that. Tatum, they both wear the 0. And I thought I had the Lillard full name, but let's just go over here. You see right there? Damian Lamont or Lamonte Ollie Lillard Sr. You see that right there? It's simply not a coincidence. Okay? Don't forget his birthday's in the 7th month right there. Dame time. Dame time. Well, I haven't heard that nickname in a while. He kind of fell off, I think. I don't think he gets quite the attention. Maybe with Giannis over there in Milwaukee, that might be why, huh? But you see, he's got that 0 like Tatum. He's got the 0 like Tatum. Even Tatum's teammate Jaylen Brown, you get 2 J's, but Jaylen Brown's got the 7 on his jersey. And don't forget, Lillard's born in the 7th month as well. Don't forget that. And this is a 121-113 victory by the Knicks over the Celtics in that game Monday. You know what? Look at the game Monday. Look at this. Monday, May 12th was this game. 12th day in the 5th month. 12 plus 5 is 17. What are we doing? 12 plus 5 is 17 with the date of the game, y'all. I'm telling you, we go on the fly and we land. Okay? I don't have to be all nervous presenting. I'm not trying to prove anything. I mean, these are facts. Oh, and don't forget, Tatum is Mr. 33, and the Celtics are known for Larry Bird, Larry Legend, number 33. And I'm going to show you. You see the 3-3 birthday, don't forget with Tatum. Jayson 33 in the language. Tatum 33. Look at his last birthday, the 303rd day of the year, like 33. The injury, May 12th, the day leaving 233 days in the year. Another 33. Look at his full name, Jayson Christopher Tatum Sr., ABC 123 cipher. 335. You get the double three one more time. Don't forget Microsoft laying off 3% of their employees, right? I think that's how the title went, but you could check the breakdown on my channel. So this 3 hits again, man. Microsoft M, May M. There might have been another M. Oh, March birthday with Tatum M. This stuff is wild. And there's probably more like right in front of my face here. I'm just not seeing it. As you see, even bird equals 33 and 30 in the language, y'all. Even bird equals 33 and 30. Larry Legend with the 33 on the jersey. New York equals 33. The opponent, the New York Knicks. Tatum gets injured. Mr. 33. Knicks out of New York. New York's got the 33, y'all. Oh, it's magic. The series, 3-1 for the Knicks. Jayson Christopher Tatum Sr. also equals 3-1-3. You see the 3-1 for the Knicks, or you could look at the 1-3. You get the 1 and the 3 within Tatum's full name as well. What do you think about that? That's a hell of a breakdown, I think. That's a hell of a thumbnail. You know, we don't like to see anybody injured. But man, if this isn't by the code, and he scored 42 points, Jayson Christopher Tatum Sr. equals 142 in reverse reduction. You see it right there. And since I just found out he scored 42, as you know, we found out together. If you're watching this, maybe you already knew. I'm just scanning to see if there's another 42 in there. I'm not seeing it. Bird equals 24, but Damian equals 42 and 24. That's huge. Damian equals 42. Tatum scores 42. So there's, by the time I should mention, by the time you see this breakdown, game 5, I think will be over, because I have another breakdown on deck that you're going to see before this, actually, that's already recorded. So, I mean, woo, that was a fire decode. I'm just going to scan the article. And we'll just scan, and I think they go over a list of other notable Achilles injuries. Aaron Rodgers in football. Look, New York Jets with the New York connection. Not a coincidence, it's on 9/11. You see that? 4-time MVP, 4 snaps into his first year. Rodgers, age 39. New York equals 39. NY equals 39. He played for the Jets. Come on, man. You see that? I don't even want to do this right now. I don't even want to do this. Kobe in the 4th month in 2013, 20 plus 13 is 33. I don't even want to do this right now. The 4th month with the Rodgers 4-time NFL MVP, 4 snaps into his first year. I don't want to do this right now. Kobe with the air-related death. You get New York connected. Look, you get the 9/11 air-related tragedies. I don't want to do this right now, y'all. Don't make me do this. Game 4, Kevin Durant. playing for Golden State, the championship round in 2019. I don't want to do this. Brooklyn Nets, Brooklyn like New York. Come on, man. And yes, I'm on eBay looking for auto parts. I don't want to do this right now. Damn it. I'm not. So let's just skip the rest of this here. Woo! Fire decode, man. Shout out to the negative decoders out there. You want some? God. Even Milwaukee Bucks, they wear the green like the Celtics, huh? Jeez. There's always more, man. But we'll leave it there. So, as you're seeing this, I may have to come back and look and see what happened in game 5 as the Celtics on the brink of elimination. And I think the Pacers advanced to the finals, right? Knocking off the Cavs. Doesn't Cleveland equal 33? Cleveland 33. Look, Cleveland has that 48 or that 78. So it doesn't matter which teams advance. You always get these connections because it's a fake world, okay? Even Cleveland has that 78. You see? This is just how the fake world operates. You know what I'm saying? Fake world. So let's look at the standings real quick. NBA playoff bracket. So what? So are we going to get the Knicks first? Oh wait. Hold on. Do I got my brackets mixed up? Let's see. Do I got my brackets mixed up? Are we down to 4 teams? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Can we not see the bracket? Where's the bracket? Do we not get a bracket? There it is. Oh, my bad. Yeah. Duh. My bad. So we're about to hit the conference finals. I was thinking that we were down to the hitting the NBA finals. Jeez. Shows what I know. But look, so to be determined, T-Wolves and Warriors, uh 3-1. So it's not looking good for the Warriors. You got the Timberwolves. I had a buddy who was not even really a big Minnesota fan saying look out for Minnesota. I wonder what he knows. But you see OKC up 3-2. So that's a close series with the Nuggets. The Pacers advance. So the Knicks 1 game away from taking on the Pacers in the conference finals. And it looks like that may be the case, but you never know. You know, we have gambling and such going on, right? But we'll see what happens. So we still have, Pacers one. So we got 7 teams left. Who will be the NBA champion of the 24-25 season? But what do y'all think about the breakdown? I think that was solid. Celtics Jayson Tatum, the latest of many, and that was in game 4 with all of those fours we just hit on the fly. Does Horford got the 42 on his jersey and Tatum scored 42? These numbers are on these jerseys for a reason, y'all. But Celtics Jayson Tatum is the latest of many star athletes who've torn an Achilles tendon, and we hit on some of them on the fly. Right? A lot of green, huh? Milwaukee Bucks with the New York Jets with Rodgers. Celtics green. Jaylen Brown on the Celtics and Jalen Green that was on the Rockets. Remember that? Jeez. Until next time, y'all. Shout out.